The girl tore open the baby's diaper and tossed it into the ocean without a second thought, never expecting that the smell would attract small fish. In that moment, she saw a glimmer of hope for survival, but she couldn't reach them, so she fashioned a makeshift spear from a bottle opener. Despite countless attempts, she couldn't catch a single fish. Exhaustion and hunger left her completely drained. She collapsed onto the shipping container. Just as she was about to give up, suddenly, a plane flew overhead. Her hope reignited. She immediately rushed back into the container, grabbed a piece of broken glass, climbed on top of the container, and tried to use the sun's reflection to catch the plane's attention. But the plane didn't notice and flew away. Then her eyes fell on the headphones lying on the wooden crate. An idea flashed through her mind. She used the wires to make a fishing net. The next morning, she cast the net into the sea and placed the baby's diaper inside. The pungent smell quickly attracted many fish. Once the fish were completely in the net, she seized the moment and pulled it up. After many days, she finally had her first bite of food. With the fishing net, the food problem was temporarily solved. From then on, she began tracking the water level daily. Every so often, she had to bail out water. As long as the water didn't rise above a certain point, she was safe. Now, beyond survival, her next goal was rescue. She wrote distress messages on paper, sealed them in plastic containers, and threw them into the ocean, hoping passing ships would find them. Gradually, the water level began to drop, and things started looking up. One night, a loud crash jolted her awake. When she went outside, she discovered the sound came from a floating container. At that moment, her phone powered on. Her husband was calling. She read his final message. She learned that her husband had been captured crossing the border and was shot while trying to escape. Before dying, he'd sent her one last goodbye. The news shattered her inside, but for the sake of her newborn child, she didn't lose courage. Day 26. The water level had reached the critical point. Their sleeping area was completely submerged. They were forced to move outside. She threw wooden boards with sponges attached into the water. After they absorbed enough water, she pulled them back, then placed containers upside down over them to distill fresh water through evaporation. Just then, a seagull landed on the container. Where there are seagulls, land can't be far away. The woman worked through the night to make a sail, preparing to speed up their journey. But then the valve gave way under the water pressure and burst completely. Seawater came flooding in. The entire container was about to sink. She had to dive into the water to try to plug the gap, but accidentally got her legs tangled in underwater rope. The container sank at that moment. Fortunately, she had a knife on her. Finally, just before her last breath ran out, the rope was cut. The next day, after prolonged immersion in the freezing seawater, the woman was gradually losing consciousness. Before passing out, she used her last bit of strength to throw fish chunks into the ocean. Soon, the fishy smell attracted a dozen seagulls. They circled overhead. This scene happened to catch the attention of a nearby fishing boat. They changed course and came over. Together, the fishermen pulled the small raft up, never expecting to find a fair-skinned baby inside. As the girl wondered what was going on, the rope attached to the raft caught her attention. She pulled hard on the rope. This remarkable mother was finally pulled to safety. With their help, the woman miraculously regained consciousness. She leaned against the deck, unable to believe everything that had happened, because she had kept herself and her newborn child alive at sea for an entire month.